The Ripple SEC case has been on the top at the moment. With the case proceeding in favor of Ripple, the community has been on top of cryptocurrency, boosting the morale of everyone in there. However, what exactly is going on in the cryptocurrency that kept pushing the prices to such a high extent? We will be getting into the details of what is going on in the market and therefore give you more clarity on how things have been working for them in the recent days.
What is happening?
This means that we have a lot to cover today, therefore watch till the end to find out how to double the money. Also, make sure to enable all your notifications to our channel to keep up with all the hottest secrets in the world of XRP.
It's classified.
Well, today, we will be looking into XRP to come out with the latest events that have been happening in the world of XRP. We will also be looking into the latest claims that have been made by Ripple against the SEC that may help them gain an upper hand in the ongoing lawsuit. Also, please keep in mind that this video is not meant to be a piece of financial advice. This video has been made as an educational or an entertainment video. Now, getting into the topic of the day, XRP will be one of the most successful coins in the market without any form of doubt. The fact that we have been looking into getting a much diverse and reliable system to work with is certainly an advantage for the entire XRP community and the developers. An efficient delivery with stable work is something that we will be needing in the coming days to bring forth a very efficient cryptocurrency. The legal team of Ripple has been on top of their claims, with a stern belief that the SEC has been providing minimal clarity of the matter for which Ripple is being accused. The matter seems to be accumulating positively for Ripple. Continuation of this trend may mean a victory for Ripple, which will then lead to a huge price hike as a number of people are waiting to invest in XRP and make their share of profits. Therefore, the fact that the case has been moving ahead in the favor of Ripple will mean a lot for the users therein. They also claim that it is certain members within the SEC that do not disclose to its entirety about certain information that would have been crucial in deeming a lot of things as the case proceeded. Based on these filings, the chances are that the case may even come to an end by 2022. Even though these speculations are close to baseless, considering the fact that it depends entirely on the mindset of the court, the chances are that it may even be a possibility, given that the conflict keeps increasing as each day passes. With the current blame resorting to that of SEC not providing enough information, as opposed to the contentions by SEC against Ripple for not disclosing everything, and thereby seeking permission from the court to provide all information that was shared with the attorneys, that could disrupt the attorney-client relationship, which was later denied by the court. We can see that the table keeps turning each time and the burden of proof shifting from one party to the other. We will certainly take a while before concluding it and calling it to be the end of the case. The initial claims by the SEC for the unconstitutional and illegal securities offerings sparked an ignition to the case, which has been going on for a long time now. All this while, the price of XRP has been stagnant and resisting to grow in the manner that it could have grown under normal circumstances. As this happened, Ripple then accused the SEC as two of their individual commissioners have been expressing high uncertainty about the securities regulations that are being raised against the other startups in the same market. The significant similarity between either one among them is one of the major reasons for the accusation that Ripple has been pulling against the SEC. On the other hand, the SEC has just been vague about these accusations, claiming that these are nothing but irrelevant to the case in hand. Yet again, the ambiguity that SEC has been bringing into the case is noticeably high. According to them, it will not be required to prove that the defendants had very little idea about the legal repercussions of the activities that they have been carrying out through the issuance of illegal securities.
His revenue stream must be off the books, maybe even illegal.
The case sure has a lot of twists and turns in it as we proceed further with time. While many people have been speculating that the case will come to an end pretty soon, and even as soon as in 2022, James Phelan, a lawyer in the Ripple community, has been claiming otherwise. He says that the chances of seeing the case come to a conclusion soon are very less. The speculations that he has to make are very different from all that we have been hearing till now. He says that the SEC is not looking forward to giving up anytime soon. This is the reason why we will be seeing a major delay in the verdict that will settle things out. One of the main contentions that they have been making is that William Hinman, a former SEC member whose testimony held a great value, went in favor of Ripple.
And you call that winning?
Yes.
This means that Ripple yet again has gained an upper hand in the lawsuit against the SEC. Such speculations will hold a higher value and will be the ones that will make a real impact on the prices. Perhaps that is how it must be. Now, while the case is still pending in the court, the chances are that Ripple may not be able to reach the higher marks all of a sudden. However, they will certainly be able to touch the $10 and even higher marks as soon as the case comes to an end. A huge number of people have been waiting for the case to come to an end. Ripple then went down through the original argument. This was noticed through the July 23 letter that was drafted. This was the one that claimed the lack of clarity. The reply by SEC that alleged improper selling of the securities was, therefore, something that would not actually hold relevance. The experience that it has in the cryptocurrency area is something that will help them in the long run. The wins in the case, in favor of the case, will certainly be a major factor that will increase the price of the coins by a great extent. Continuing this will certainly not push the prices all the way to the $10 mark. However, it will certainly be one of the major factors that may help in pushing the prices all the way to the said mark as soon as the coin gets listed in the exchange platforms. The effect of external factors on the coin is pretty huge. Combining this with the community interest and the internal developments, chances are that XRP will blast off to the highest values in no time after listing. Even though SEC dragged the founders into the court, there seems to be very little that it can prove against Ripple and XRP. As a matter of fact, they have been able to get back up by over 500% on the year-to-date scale. This rapid increase in the price speaks a lot about the technology, scope, and growth of the coin in the market. When we read it together with the partnerships that it has been gaining and the manner in which we saw the community supporting these updates, mass adoption of the coin seems like an indispensable event in the future. One of the biggest reasons why we think that the prices will not stop at the $10 mark is due to the fact that institutions will then take over, lured by the high-class technology and reliability. As soon as we see the institutions getting into the game, growth may even double or more, depending on the institution that invests in it. So, the question to answer, if XRP touches the $10 mark, stands dependent on the institutions that may be getting into a partnership with them. So, this was about XRP, and the probability of it reaching the said marks is something that will become a certainty. Make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel. We will be able to bring more onto this channel. Until then, stay tuned with us and keep learning all you can.